This week on Focus Outdoors Television, we visit beautiful Mille Lake in east central Minnesota. The heat's up, the humidity's high, but the fishing is hot. Come along, join us on this windy, wild, rough body of water and watch the walleyes go crazy.
Get him? Yep. First fish of the day and first bobber fish I've had in some time. Doesn't feel to be a bad fish.
Where's our net?
Well, I use that unless they're 8 pounds or more.
We only got 4-pound test line. Let's see if he lifts a pop.
Yeah, we might need a net with your little. There you go. There's your catch release.
There's a nice double. There's a nice little. Well, we got a double going here. He's got his two. We got 2 in one swat.
I didn't take mine. I just took my own.
Yeah,
I got a good fish.
we got two. We got 2 nice ones here.
You got yours good too?
Yeah, I got mine good here. Yeah, 2 nice ones. 40-mile-an-hour wind, and we're sitting on Mille catching walleyes with bobbers. Doesn't get any easier than that.
Well, now who nets?
Well,
Here, hold one around
here,
here.
I'm good. I can catch 2 of them at the same time. See,
You're over. You're over.
You better get
Over
yours
here.
first. Get yours first.
Okay, now just bring yours over.
I got to reel mine up. I got slack out here. There we go.
That's how you double them.
Walleye goal.
And one's out already.
Must have been mine. Tom, I believe your bobber's down too.
Really? Oh my God.
Come on, mine's right here. Getting the slack?
Yeah, I just don't have enough coordination. There's one out.
That's yours.
Don't do that. Can't complain about that, huh, Chris?
No, 2 nice walleyes. We're out here 40-mile-an-hour winds, bobber fishing. You know, what, 3 blocks off the shore and a little pile of rocks.
Exactly.
And a nice day.
I can afford that gas bill.
Yeah, it costs you about 50 cents to get out
There
here.
you go. There you go.
And you know, towards the end of the day, we'll catch walleyes. Never no smallie fishing.
Perfect. Perfect.
How easy does it get, though? You got a little jig head, a leech, and a bobber.
It might help with your, what, 102 years of experience out here?
Yeah, well, not that many, maybe 50.
Okay.
But a nice day, and when we were catching fish,
Yeah, perfect, perfect.
you can't never have enough leeches when you're doing this.
No,
you go through a ton of them.
This is the first time I've bobber fished in years, and this is fun.
Well, you know, Mille Lake, it's bobber lake. I mean, you can go out to the mud, you can rig them, you can throw crankbaits, you can do this, but you got any kind of wind out here, throw the bobbers on.
Yeah, it's
I mean, you could go anywhere and catch them with bobbers on any kind of structure.
Well, and it goes back to a lot of things. You know, we've got all the technology and all the techniques and all the information now with the internet and so forth, but
Yeah.
a lot of times it comes right back to the absolute basics.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this a long time on the launches on small boats. You know, bobber fishing, you can't beat it.
No.
Everybody has fun, and I mean, you just cast and let the bobber do the work. Cast, let
Exactly.
the bobber do the work.
Reel them in, and there you go.
Yep.
All right, let's set these back and get
Yep.
more.
Now we got to bait back up again. We're out of leeches. Look at that. We cast it out. Bobber goes down again.
Needing that?
Yeah, we're probably needing that on this. We got a little school down here we're working on a little transition over here. And by golly, the fish are here. I mean, I didn't have this thing in the water more than a couple drifts, and there it was. We started out kind of slow, boys, but we got into the school here now.
Quite literally, as quick as we can get a bait in the water, it's it. That leech will work yet. Just
1/32 ounce jig head. It's a cheap little bobber.
couple split
shots, and that's all you need.
Yep. Perfect. I'll tell you what, skip the commentary. Let's just catch more. There, I got him. There you go.
There, I got him. Another one.
We're going to net your fish again.
Yeah, this one, not a bad fish. It's both 2 pounds, 3 pounds, but that little school is just on the edge of this little hump we're fishing here. It seems like every time we cast, I just missed one before, and Tom missed one earlier, but they're here.
I thought he's grumpy, ain't he?
Yes, he is. He pulled a little drag. Let's see this. Oh, there's a nice one. Yeah, and that guy, he does a pretty good job there.
Well, I got you because you don't hook him good enough.
No, I kept him release him.
That's right. That's easy to get him out of the net.
Yeah, but I mean that's a nice fish.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it doesn't get any easier when you got, you look what we're using. We got a cheap bobber on there, a couple split shots, a little 1/32 ounce jig head, and we're putting a large leech on, or a night crawler. And if you put night crawlers on, then you get into the smallies besides, and there's some big smallies over here we're fishing.
We're just having this discussion off camera. You were alluding to the tips.
Well,
how you're cutting them down so they're not flipping.
What I do is, I get these bobbers. They're not expensive bobbers. You can buy them at any bait store. They're like 59, 60 cents a bobber, 69 cents. And they got a real long black, shank on them, a tube. Well, I take a transmission cutter and I cut them off and make them short. So now in this wind, if you look at these other bobbers with the long ones, they twist up and then you got your line. And your line will go through this a lot faster without that long shaft, because what happens with that shaft, they get water and they get an air pocket. Sometimes your bobber stop don't get there. Yep. So now you cut them off like this, they ride better, and they just right above the water. So when the fish take it, there's no, it's gone. It's done deal.
Another thing I've noticed you're doing too is the 2 split shots here, so it'll pop that line down through the bobber quicker.
A lot of times you could see that fish before the bobber goes down. He's on there. I mean, you watch that bobber move and there's a fish there. I mean,
just the attitude of it.
Once you get to use them a few times, and once you know what's going on and how the bobber acts, there's a fish already getting it before you can do it. That poor jig head, hook's all twisted up now. That's way too many fish.
Midwest Gun Dog Kennels is your full-time gun dog training facility. For over 30 years, we have customized our training to fit each individual gun dog. We know it takes a well-trained gun dog to handle wild birds. Make every hunting trip a dream trip. Let Midwest Gun Dog Kennels put excitement back into your hunt of a lifetime. Midwest Gun Dog Kennels, where experience equals excellence.
Make your next day on the water even better with Airwave Pedestal, the only air suspension system that can be custom adjusted to the weight of the rider. No unreliable springs, no oil-filled shocks to leak. Our patented design utilizes a 2-stage suspension system to smooth out the roughest ride, while limiting travel to an industry-leading 2 inches. This boating season, enjoy your time on the water to the fullest. Find out how at airwavepedestal.com.
Dakota Pheasant Guide, offers the best wild pheasant hunts from the glacial lakes area of South Dakota west to the Missouri River. Packages available include everything from self-guided to fully guided hunts. Book your bird hunting adventure now. Fishermen, iTime Promotions is your ticket to an enjoyable and successful day on the water. Call Dennis Foster for your outdoor adventure of a lifetime.
Great.
You got your ratchet set there too.
All right, we're out here on Mille Lacs. We caught a few bobber fish right away, and Al from Airwave was nice enough to come out. We've got some big 40+ mile an hour winds forecast, and with that, Chris has had some back issues here.
4 back surgeries. I got an implant in my back, and I wear a brace, and this and that. I'll tell you what, when you put one of these in your boat, it's like sitting in your recliner at home. I mean, that's how good these things are. I'll tell you what, I've been in lots of boats through the years. When you put one of these in your boat, it makes a whole world of difference. I mean, it's a comfortable ride. You're not bouncing up and down, and your back feels, pretty good at the end of the day.
And with that too, a guy's going to fish better too, because you're not in pain. You're not having that to deal with, that concern all day. And at the end of the day, you're gonna continue to go out where a lot of guys couldn't, because they have health issues where they couldn't go out.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're not getting any younger. We're getting older, and as you get older, you got to have something like that to help you out. And this product here is well worth the money. And I tell you what, once you get in one,
you're never going to be without it.
No, you're gonna put it in every boat.
Exactly.
I mean, I know people that run them in their launches, or their big seats, and they work fine. I mean, it's a good deal.
Yeah, and once again, thank Al for coming out, and with that, we've got everything set up here. We're going to run out, catch a few more fish, and showcase what Mille Lacs has to offer. Okay, we discussed the benefits of your product here, Al. The next question in most folks' mind is, how do I get a hold of one myself?
Tell you what, if you go to airwavepedestal.com, got a lot of information on there. Look at our Facebook, Instagram. Our
Dealer
bio
network,
it's all on the website.
So with that, maybe visit with your local dealer. If they're not carrying them, it may be an idea to bring up to your dealer, say, hey, this is a good product. You guys should probably carry it for us.
Yeah. And either that or call us right at the shop, 877-AIR-RIDE, 877-247-7433.
Perfect. Interestingly enough, oh man, it just come off. But the moral of the story is here, we come back out after we had a Airwave installed, set up, and then Chris moved us over just a little bit here and threw out and didn't drift 20 feet and had a bite already. So.
Oh. Ooh, that looks like a nice one there.
This might be a little better fish.
Would you need my services with the net there?
I would request that.
Let the handicap guy get up.
Yeah, he's right over here.
Is it smallie or a walleye?
Walleye.
Yeah,
There's a lot of fight in him.
Another nice fish.
Taller than you think, Chris.
That's making you work for it.
I guess so.
Now we moved over probably, 5 feet to where we were at on a little edge of a hump on this gravel, and he missed a fish, and now we caught another one.
The very next pitch out.
Yeah, I mean, we got a little pot of fish down here, and they're not huge fish, but they're fun to catch. They're 17 to 20 inches, and you can't get any easier with a 40-degree wind out here. And now my bobber's going down.
There you go.
So now I got one.
I suppose we got to net your fish.
Oh nope, never mind. I just pulled it out of his mouth. But there's a pot of fish back here. We took us a couple moves to find them, and they're here, so we'll catch them. trying to eat a sandwich, you
That's all.
know, and I look up and there my bobber's down again after I just missed that last one.
Moral of the story.
Moral of the story is always eat something, because when you're eating, fish bite.
A little better fish. You don't want to come up, does he?
There we go.
Nice little chunk.
Yeah.
Boy, he ate that thing too. I don't know if you can catch that, Tom.
He wanted that jig.
16 pairs of pliers and
You know, and that's all we're using is, 1/32 ounce chicken, large leeches. You don't, and yeah, we got some night crawlers running too, but the large leeches, you don't need the jumbos. The larges out here are doing just fine.
all right.
How's that?
Tell you what, you got us on them, Chris.
That's a nice meal there. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my meal.
That's
Or
mine.
That's your meal.
What?
Whoops, sorry.
It was mine on the floor.
Well, that's what the dog's for.
Now I need a leech. Dennis has another one.
I don't know if I offended you or not, but could you smell?
What?
Net.
Oh, he wants me to net it. I thought he was a South Dakota boy. I thought they lipped him.
We generally use a little better lines when we get them in on our own.
I thought they lipped him over in South Dakota. There you go. Look at that. Dandy.
Quit lowering that, Chris. Not only are we knocking the snot out of fish, we get to deal with that. Oh. Well, I got to tell you, this is a hoot. I haven't done this in years, and this gets you right back to basics. It just,
it's easy fishing. You come out here, you throw the
Yes.
anchor, you put the bobber on it, you can eat your sandwich, have your pop, you catch fish.
exactly. You know, another thing too, a lot of guys, if you haven't upgraded to the spot lock type electric motors, you certainly should. We're not monkeying with anchors, banging the side of the boat, dragging mud in and out. You know, it's just simple as heck. We want to move, we just shift over, hit the anchor button, and here we sit.
And catch lots of fish.
Yes, we do. My God, me, you just hush and get the net.
Every time I say to
Get the
move,
net.
we can get
I know, I didn't want to move, so I figured I had to catch it.
I got the net caught. Your bobber stock slip. Look at that, catch and release.
Don't play it.
I'm making him work for his fish now.
Yes, you are. Put your tooth out. There we go.
Every time I say we're gonna go do something else, he catches a fish.
All right, let's pound on these for a little bit.
He likes catching these fish with the bobbers.
Simple as perfect.
Yeah.
Another one.
High Point Pet Foods presents Country Creations Dog Foods, offering quality nutrition for the life of your canine companion. To fuel the fire of puppyhood into keeping the energy level high of an active young dog, optimizing the performance of the hard-charging adult, or having a quality diet for your senior canine companion. Country Creations has you covered with their quality formulas. Get in touch with High Point Pet Foods today. Midwest Gun Dog Kennels is your full-time gun dog training facility. For over 30 years, we have customized our training to fit each individual gun dog. We know it takes a well-trained gun dog to handle wild birds. Make every hunting trip a dream trip. Let Midwest Gundog Kennels put excitement back into your hunt of a lifetime. Midwest Gundog Kennels, where experience equals excellence.
Dakota Pheasant Guide offers the best wild pheasant hunts from the Glacial Lakes area of South Dakota west to the Missouri River. Packages available include everything from self-guided to fully guided hunts. Book your bird hunting adventure now. Fishermen, iTime Promotions is your ticket to an enjoyable and successful day on the water. Call Dennis Foster for your outdoor adventure of a lifetime.
Anyway, keeps talking about moving and going chasing smallmouth, and every time we talk about doing it, we catch a fish, and then by God, we have one come to us, and that is just that's a chunk. That's a quality smallmouth anywhere in America, particularly up in this north country.
And the worst part is, that's a smallmouth
Right.
for here. I mean, that's an average small one. I mean,
Yep.
The ones that we've been catching, it's probably twice that size. Our
Yeah.
anchor's moving us.
Nice little accident. There you go.
We moved again. First cast, bobber goes down. Another, I suppose 3-4 pounder. Well, we're getting closer. We'll see what it is. Like I said, it doesn't get any easier than this. My net man, he's back there doing something else, so he's busy. He can't net my fish for me. Oh boy, this is a little nicer fish.
It shouldn't get quicker.
Yeah, it's a little nicer fish here.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice little fish.
Every time I want to move, we catch a fish. So
I know, it's terrible. It's awful.
I guess we got to stay here for a little while
I guess
longer.
There we go.
Yeah.
Just some. Yeah.
Mille Lake gold, but the DNR says we have no fish in this lake.
Is that right?
Can you imagine that? And we've been out fooling around for a few hours in this wind. I don't know. I think
fishing as simple as a guy can, and we are. Back in the day, I could probably throw a baseball to shore from where we docked.
Yeah, we're not. We're 3 blocks off the shore, 2 blocks off the shore, and 8-9 feet of water in the wind. We catch walleyes, we catch bass. You know, well, we got to catch a couple of bullheads. We'll be okay, just like in South Dakota.
We got night crawlers.
We got night crawlers.
Perfect.
All right. Good job. I had to. You're on tip up looking this way. Your bobber's not this way.
There you go.
There you go. The cameraman can catch a fish even.
And we know them.
Yeah, look at that. Got it? Yeah.
Sammy Davis song, the Candyman can, cameraman can.
Yeah, the cameraman, he watches catch fish all day. And
Oh yeah.
He caught a fish.
What do they say about a blind pig? Once in a while.
Yeah, you can always find a blind squirrel, can always find a nut.
There you go.
Yeah.
Beautiful Mille Lake walleye.
And how many does that make? We've been out for 4 or 5 hours.
Gotta be 35.
Yeah, I mean we had a pretty good day fishing.
Yeah.
Every time I want to go bass fishing with you guys, we keep catching walleyes.
Right.
You guys, we can't get you. I can't get you.
Yeah.
I don't think these guys are gonna go bass fishing for a while.
No, that's beautiful. And what a fight and what a healthy fish.
Yeah, and I tell you,
Absolutely gorgeous. I haven't seen one unhealthy walleye.
No, they're all plump and they're all fat.
Yeah.
They're nice looking fish. And there's a lot of these fish around in this lake. I mean, there's no shortage of fish.
No, beautiful. Thanks, boys, for letting me do that. That was fun.
Yeah.
Some of the moral of the story is it's getting fairly rough out here, but as it is, this bite is improving.
As the wind picks up, the bait fish are moving around, and I mean, we're sitting in 3 blocks, 4 blocks offshore, and the bait fish are moving around here, and the crayfish are out here. So, you throw this leech or a night crawler in front of them, they're gonna eat it. They're hungry.
And like Dennis was talking about, it went from maybe foot rollers, and now sometimes when the wind howls, we got 3-4 footers. And every time we get those bigger waves, we get fish every time.
And I'm sure glad that you put my new airwave in, because I ain't getting out of it.
We noticed that. All right, folks, we wrapped up a beautiful day out here on Mille Lake. Had the good fortune of being with Chris Kuduk, who is a National Freshwater Hall of Fame angler. And I wanted to give him a hard time, but by God, he put us right on top of the fish.
Yeah, you got 40-mile-an-hour winds. We didn't have to go out to the middle of the lake to the mud flats. We sat, right off the shore, 2 or 3 blocks.
Exactly.
9, 10, 11, 14 feet of water, the most we went to, and we fought all the fish we wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, and we put the bobbers on them. We put the anchor on a trolling motor, the spot lock. I mean, the camera guy even caught fish.
Yeah, it was that good. Tom Porker could even catch a fish. A couple, I think.
A couple, but how many did he miss was the problem.
Well,
but
we'll let him slide on that.
But, he was working the camera, but he didn't do any netting, so we'll let him slide on that too. But, he does a good job filming. But you want to come to Mille Lacs and catch lots of fish. I mean, you get large leeches, night crawlers. You can go out here and have a good time.
And that's just it. And it isn't just Mille Lacs or the famous lakes. It's any body of water close to home. Don't make it any more complicated than it is. And today was a prime example. A bobber. It's the simplest thing in the world you can imagine. A 32nd ounce jig.
One 32nd ounce jig, a large leech or a night crawler. You can catch walleyes, you catch bass. You catch sunfish on them. You catch everything. I mean, you look at this lake. It's a huge lake. It's a walleye factory. I mean, we didn't have to go to the mud.
Yeah, and it's early. We're done in time to go clean up the boat, play with Puppy, have a cold beer.
I mean, we could have probably stayed out there, but we had enough fish.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a good time. We're going to go back tomorrow and see if we can't get some bass. And I mean, there's plenty of big bass. I was out the other day with a group of people, 3 guys from Kansas City, and we caught 25, 30 bass right where we were. We were putting tube jigs and just drifting it. I mean, and they're all nice big bass. I mean, they're big, fat. I mean, they're on the beds over here. And, I mean, they're fun to catch. I mean, it's like the walleyes we cut. They're good and healthy fish. They're not skinny fish. These are good, healthy fish.
Good. And I tell you what, you set the bar pretty high, and I'm going to hold you to that tomorrow. Stick around, see what we can pull off tomorrow. Focus Outdoors television.
Diesel train rolls down the line as I'm headed for the land of corn and rye. There is a place I'm always satisfied, full of remedies to ease my worried mind, like pulling catfish on the banks of Cherry Cove, watching